It is September 17th, and this day, 80 years ago, the crew of the Five Grand did a tactical mission in Holland, most specifically, as noted by Sergeant John McBride, the waist gunner of the crew. It was in the area of Ghent. He put here Ghent, Holland, so is that Ghent, Netherlands area? And before I begin with the story, though, I sort of start sharing a few things. So there's a number of different artifacts I'll start sharing with you guys, and this is one of them. This was an Army Air Corps issued pair of aviator sunglasses that my grandfather had, and they had a specialty anti-scratch, anti-glare lens and filters that were on them. And it's really quite something as to how over all the years they've still managed to be kept quite well and in great condition. And this is the case that would have come in. Again, these were Army Air Corps issued aviator sunglasses. So there's a number of different little artifacts that I have from him, from World War II, from the Air Corps, that I'll slowly but surely share over time as we continue on with these discussions. So today's mission, like I said, it is in the Ghent, Netherlands area. They say Holland, but as you'll see in the description, where their description takes them is very likely somewhere along this portion. I mean, here's Ghent, which is in Belgium. This is the Ghent region or the Holland region within the Netherlands and Belgium, but Ghent being here. And take notice of these different little islands and peninsulas off the mainland. I believe his mission was likely right in here. And here you'll see why. We took off in the daytime for a change, climbed to 11,000 feet, and flew lead plane in a 6-ship formation. Crossing the English coast at 9 a.m., we dropped 30 demolition bombs on the extreme tip of a peninsula at 9:30. So that's why, you can tell he misspelled peninsula, but that's why I assume it was probably right in this general area that they were actually at, rather than Ghent, which is spelled differently on this map than what you would typically find it, or even looking up is G-E-N-T on this map, where G-H-E-N-T is the typical spelling. Where was I? Dropped 30 demolition bombs on the extreme tip of a peninsula, at 9:30, and we're back over the English coast at 10 o'clock. I flew the waist because the co-pilot was beginning to fly tail as formation control. That was my grandfather, Richard Jacobson. Co-pilot was beginning to fly tail as formation control officer of our lead plane. And it didn't note it on this one as being the lead plane in all of their missions. This lists all of them. It doesn't note them as the lead plane on this one, but they would have been lead on this one, and all of these other missions, they were the lead plane. Just after we released our bombs, we made a 180-degree turn to the left, and I had a good opportunity to see where the bombs were falling and to see them strike the group in a close train. Both Sendek and Boyer no longer flew with us, so I had the entire waist to myself. Because our targets were flak guns along the coast, we had a flakless mission due to the fact that all the German gunners had gone in their foxholes to hide from the bombs. No enemy aircraft were sighted, so our mission was really a milk run. Since we were flying so low, none of us bothered to wear an oxygen mask. Lieutenant Moeller flew with some other crew, and we had a captain as bombardier for that one day. Later, after we had landed at the base, we saw several hundred British bombers towing huge gliders over the channel so the British paratroopers could land in Holland. So that was it for today. Our next little story will be taking us back to Germany, and all the remainder of the missions that they did will be in Germany from here on out. But this one says it's near Bremen, Germany. It was on the 26th of September, 1944. So I'll talk to you guys then.